Okay, guys. This is the way it goes. This is the line.
That good old mountain bell, 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 better repeats it our few. Well, I'll send my money, get down on my tongue with that good old mountain bell.
Woohoo! All right, guys, tell me what your name is.
The band name is Whiskey Bent Valley Boys.
I love you. I think I saw you guys at the Speed Museum at some point or someplace close to that. Glad that you're here. What's your name?
J.R. McFinnigan.
Hey, J.R.
Leroy Jones.
Hey, Leroy.
Mason.
And you're dying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, do you need any water? You guys taken care of? Sure? Okay. Let us know if you need anything.
The cloud cover would be great.
Yeah, really. Maybe you could move back into the garden and actually get in some air there. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. George Rogers Clark. Look at this. Founder of Louisville. And that's where we are tonight. There he is. Hey, Nancy Trevue. Hey, Randy. So this is really entertaining for the folks who are out here listening. I, fortunately, am going to sneak through. Hi. Excuse me. Excuse me. And I'm going to watch as people come through the doors because we have an amazing group of people who are going to be walking in here to be a part of the Denim and Diamonds Gala to benefit the Parkinsons Support Center. And the line will just continue to grow all evening long. And then we'll start seeing food. Yeah, there's some food. Passing through the food. This is where the check-in is taking place. It's where all the excitement is occurring. And I'm going to walk right in here because I can. Hey, how you doing? Talk to us.
Good to see you. Happy to be here. Can't wait to rock and roll tonight for a great cause.
Sammy Kudmani. Who's going to be performing tonight? The whole band?
The band Kudmani, of course.
How many of you are there?
Team of 6.
Wow. Good to see you, buddy. I know. I'm glad.
Sing with us tonight?
I can. You just figure something out that I can sing, and I'll do it. Hey, John, how you doing? It is going to be a funny... Yeah, those guys are just dying out there, I tell you what. Hey, Ann, how are you doing? So the crowd is just beginning to swell. And Caroline Knopp, wherever you are at a wedding, we're sorry that you're not able to join us tonight, but we are extremely glad that you were the big PR push for this entire event because, honestly, you did such a great job promoting it. The fact that it's sold out is absolutely amazing, and the fact that we're going to be enjoying the evening with that sellout crowd of people is going to make it even better. So I am going to stop chatting and just kind of let you enjoy the ambiance for a few minutes. Walk outside to the tent where all the dancing, thank you, sir, dancing and fun is going to take place a little bit later on this evening. Look at how fun this is. Locust Grove is such a cool place anyway. Check that out. Man, I wish I had some boots like that. That would be too cool for words. So on the grounds of historic Locust Grove, if you have never been here before, it is certainly worth it because there are some pretty amazing buildings that have been taken care of for many years by this beautiful historically preserved grounds. And I'm telling you what, it's so worth it if you just have a day that you want to come out and explore. But when you go to an event like this one, it's even more fun because then there's something happening. Now, with all of the rain, we've got some pretty wet ground, and I'm so grateful that I opted for the boots instead of the heels tonight. I just had a feeling I was going to need it. Hey, Amos Martin. How you doing, buddy? Hey, Linda Steidle Sparrow. Always good to see your shining face on here. So they've got a bar set up, which is really cute and cool. And they have this absolutely beautiful tent, which will probably seat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 600 people, maybe more. And there is Erica, who is the head muckety-muck There she is. Erica, are you excited?
Yes,
Oh my God.
I have wet feet, but I'm very
Well,
excited.
you know what, that's okay. That's okay. Better wet feet like that
no.
than wet feet like those healed people.
Oh, I
my
know,
God.
I know.
So tell us what we're going to expect tonight at Denim and Diamonds.
Denim and Diamonds, we're winging it a little bit. I'll just say that one of our cocktail tent was damaged last night, so we're down one tent, but we're family here, so we'll all just make it work.
Figure it
It's
out.
for a good cause, but we are doing a silent auction, live auction, a great program, and just a lot of fun.
How do we get online to bid on the silent auction items if we're not here, Erica?
You can go through parkinsonscenter.org,
Okay.
or we do charity auction / Denim and Diamonds.
We do charity auctions.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
make sure you get the link so you can.
Excellent. Well, we'll just go through the parkinsonscenter.org. That's the easiest one.
Yes.
I hope it's a very successful evening.
It will be.
Well, you're halfway there because it's sold out.
I know it's sold out. The sun is shining. I just checked the weather, and there's no more rain, so we'll do well.
All right, go for it. I'm going to just wander around and get some good pictures and talk to people, and you have fun, okay? Even if you are in charge, try to have fun. My golly, it is going to be an interesting evening. They're still repairing some things that happened last night during that huge storm. She says they're down one tent, but they've managed to make it work, which is really good. So, this is just some of the beautiful background. Look at the grounds here. Man, I tell you what, here I am thinking about my dogs, but if Brady, Gracie, and Wyatt could be here with me, they would be running like mad dogs and Englishmen all over this countryside. And of course, I'm not encouraging anyone to do that because I'm 99.9% sure that dogs are not allowed here off leash. As a matter of fact, I'm 100% sure. So, yeah, don't get any ideas. So, Denim and Diamonds is an amazing gala that I think is in its 10th year. And the whole idea is to give people an opportunity to just have some fun and to bid on a lot of cool items. And obviously, there are going to be some really fun things here to bid on. And I'm going to show you what those are as we kind of walk around. What I'm mostly interested in is the folks who are going to be bidding on these items. Many of them actually have Parkinson's. Hey, Pat, glad to have you with us. And some of the cool things that you can bid on are things that are going to relieve the caregivers of people who have Parkinson's disease. And there are many, many opportunities to go to retreats and to go to seminars, and the Parkinson's Center promises all kinds of amazing programs and classes and everything that they can think of to do to help you or help a loved one. Their theme is providing education, support, and exercise for Kentucky and Southern Indiana. And parkinsonscenter.org is where you can go to get information about the Parkinson's Center. They do medication management. They do yoga and this was really fun, some boxing. I did that down at 4th Street Live. Lots of fitness, including dance, and then support groups, which is amazing. So if you have someone in your family or if you have Parkinson's, parkinsonscenter.org, and the number's 254-3388. Just so we'll get a heads up. I'll remind you of that. Hi, throughout the evening. So, man, am I glad I didn't dress up, because, you think of Denim and Diamonds and you start feeling like you have to dress up. That would not have been a great idea because it is sweltering. Even under the tent, even with the fans going, it's hot. And as the night progresses, it's probably going to cool off a little bit, but I love the way that they have projected the sponsors on the roof of the tent. That was so clever. I love it. U.S. World Meds, Barbara Nichols. Really, really well done. Hi there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? What's your name, sir?
My name is Tom Musselman.
I know Tom Musselman. I'm Tara Bassett. It's nice to see you.
Oh, good to see you again.
It's
How you
been a
doing?
while.
I know it.
So tell me why you're here tonight.
Well, I'm a sponsor of the event, and I believe in it. and I date Mrs. Nichols, and Miss Nichols is going to get some award.
And you look like you are ready to party. Look at that bucking bronco that you've got.
I
on
know
your
it.
thigh.
I know somebody gave that to me. It's supposed to be like a Western tie.
I think it's a fantastic good luck charm, and he's got his jeans on, he's got his boots on.
I'm ready.
You are ready to go. Good to see you, Tommy.
Good to see you.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
So Kim and Lisa and Piper, we're all glad to have you with us tonight. The Musselmans, as many of you will recall, once owned KT's and Austin's and many, many other Louisville businesses. They've been known as the Kennedys of Louisville because they just were a strapping family of really beautiful people. And I love the fact that Tom is still with us in a healthy condition, and he has been through a lot. His brother Bill is also around town, and he's just an awesome guy. We really enjoy getting to see what he's up to. Hey, Andrea, how are you? And then, of course, Sissy, who is the sister. We're good. Thank you. Well, yeah, huh? I know it is. It's cool. Hey, how you doing? This is the boxing fool of Kentuckiana.
Everybody,
Introduce yourself and tell us what you do, sir.
I'm Chuck Dismayne. I'm the one that brought Rocksteady Boxing to the area, and we're having a blast tonight. Come out and see us.
You know, I never got pictures of myself boxing with you.
Oh, you need to get some pictures tonight. I brought gloves.
Well, I'm really excited about the fact that you're here because I know a lot of people have not seen a demonstration of boxing. Do you think you could get out there and just like punch somebody out?
I could, but I don't think they're going to let me do that tonight.
You could punch me out.
Next weekend.
What's happening next weekend?
Moving Day. We'll be at Moving Day. We'll have the ring out there. We'll have it set up. We'll have our fighters out there. We'll be in the ring hitting mitts. Hopefully Rashid Ali will be out there again. I'll get her in the ring hitting mitts again with us. So
Awesome.
It'll be a good time.
All right, tell us what Moving Day is, Chuck.
Moving Day is a Parkinson's fundraiser by the National Parkinsons Foundation. I believe it's in Seneca Park this year. And they do a walk to collect money, and then they have exhibits out there, and we'll be out there doing the rock steady, so having a blast.
Cool. So that's next Saturday. What time does it start?
I believe it's 11 a.m. I believe is when the walk starts.
Awesome. Okay, well, we will look for that, and then we'll come out and watch you box.
Excellent.
You can kick some big butt.
I'm too old for that.
Good to see you, Chuck. Pleasure. Yeah, he and I scuffled a little bit down at 4th Street when I was doing my show about this particular topic with Jerry Bloom of WHAS Radio, 840 WHAS, who also has Parkinson's disease. And he and I got in a little boxing, and they said somebody took pictures, but I never saw them. I would have loved to have watched myself get my butt kicked. That would have been so much fun. So I'm going to walk around here and pick up a couple of interviews.
Here keeps me company every once in a while.
I don't have anything on Facebook about your
Company every once in a while.
I need to talk to you, sir. You're wearing something that says, I'm a PD puncher.
Yes, PD Punchers. It's a Rocksteady boxing program in Louisville.
Well, we just talked to Chuck Dismayne. Can you beat him up?
No way. He's the man.
What's your name?
Doug Piper.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're here with us. Now, tell me a little bit about your participation in this Denim and Diamonds Gala to benefit the Parkinsons Support Center.
Well, there's so much that happens through the center. The Rocksteady Boxing is one of them, and they provide free programs for anybody that has any kind of Parkinson's, and but they have different options: yoga, tai chi, educational classes. They just do so much that this is why we need to support them.
Now, is your life particularly touched by Parkinson's, or is it the love of someone you have in your family?
Thank you for asking, but yes, I've got Parkinson's. I've had it for about 5 years, mostly a tremor in my right side, but exercise is one of the things that holds it at bay.
So, yeah, talk about the exercise, because a lot of people would wonder, why in the world would you box?
Because it will stall the progression of the disease, and it keeps your body in shape. Maybe there's some muscles that are a little lax, so that I can work them, and maybe they will come into play later on. If I keep my body fit now, when I need it, it may be in better shape than if I didn't exercise.
Staying fit is a very important thing no matter what you're confronting physically, because I feel so sorry for people who have lost something as a result of a disease, and they've either gotten terribly overweight and they have the inability to move themselves, or some such malady, and I'm glad to see. Look how fit you are. I mean, look at this. Whoa, he's right down to his boots and his shoes. So what would you suggest to somebody who has just come into the experience of living with Parkinson's? Because I know it's got to be an extremely difficult challenge.
Well, it is, and it's quite a shock to your system. When you're diagnosed, now you've got a label on you, and you've got a disease that's somehow working, and you don't know what it's going to do to you. You have no idea because there's no patterns to Parkinson's. The best thing is to actively attack it. The biggest thing is get a good medical team, hopefully have good family support, and exercise. Whatever works for you. For me, it's the Rock Steady Boxing exercise program. But a lot of people do the Tai Chi or the yoga. Just staying fit, be active, have a good attitude. You can beat it just by knowing that you can beat it.
What is the life expectancy of someone who's been diagnosed with Parkinson's after diagnosis if you don't do any of these things?
I don't know what the life expectancy is, but I'm going to live for as long as I can live and as healthy as I can live, because I'm going to be active and stay involved and not retreat. I'm not going to let it take over. Just keep working against it is the best thing I can do.
Well, I just lost a friend to Parkinson's, so I'm glad that you are in such great shape and have such a positive mental attitude. So keep up the good work.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry for your loss. Everybody's going to die, and hopefully it isn't the Parkinson's. But I'm going to work against it.
Absolutely, you just fight it. Keep on going.
Thank you very much.
Be a PD puncher.
Yeah, you're right.
It's so nice to meet you. Have a wonderful night tonight. I'll see you again. Whew, I tell you what, there's a guy who is not going to give up, and that's pretty amazing what you just heard. Pretty darned amazing. You're going to see people here in every possible variation of health. You're going to see people who fortunately do not have Parkinson's, to the people who are mobile and starting to determine that there's a tremor. And then we've got folks who have moved to walkers or canes, and some who are in wheelchairs. So it's going to be emotional in the next couple of hours. So just stick with me, okay? Jerry Swan, welcome. Hi, Diane Wilson, Vicki, Petsy. We are out in the grass. I want you to know that I have my permethrin on my boots, so hopefully I will not get any ticks tonight. Hi, Diana. Hey, Maureen. Maureen Brennan, my classmate from St. Mary of the Valley in Portland, Oregon. Well, actually Beaverton, but what's a few miles between friends. I am at the Parkinson's Support Center Gala. It's called Denim and Diamonds, and we are at beautiful, historic Locust Grove, which is a fabulous historic home. George Rogers Clark lived here, and it was just amazing to walk in and see the historic buildings that have populated this area for such many decades, and the beauty and the continued preservation of these historic properties is always something that I just love to see. So thanks to all the folks who actually make that happen. Farmington is another great one that we have here. And so what a perfect night, what a perfect location for this. And you can see that people are pretty casual because it's kind of a Western theme. So we got yoked shirts and cowboy boots and cowgirl boots and hats. And the diamond aspect of it, has to do more with the fact that we're going to be raising money. Obviously, we're all diamonds for helping to get the money raised for the Parkinson's Support Center. So there's some sparkles. We've got the centerpieces. We've got the candles. We've got the giant boot that I showed you a while ago that's made out of, oh, look, we can still see it. Hang on. Let me shoot right past that gal. There it is. The giant mirrored and rhinestoned boot. Isn't an iPhone amazing? It's not as steady as a camera, but, it's okay. So while we talk to people, and look, they've got a camera set up. So one of the stations actually showed up to cover this, which I just love. I'm going to talk to a couple of beautiful young ladies. Hi, guys. I'm Tara Bassett.
Oh, hey, Tara Bassett. I know your name.
And your name is?
Joni Prentice.
Hi, Joni. And you are, young lady?
Corey Lockhart.
I know. It's nice to see you. So, Corey and Joni, you've got the PD Puncher. I just talked to a young man over there who is actively involved with Chuck Dismang's exercise program, and I'd like to know what you have experienced as a part of being in this program.
Okay. My husband has Parkinson's, and I'm his corner. I go with him to exercise twice a week, and I watch this community of people with Parkinson's gather together, exercise, have fun. They're moving better, they're feeling better, they're laughing, and I go and help them celebrate all of that by helping them exercise. If somebody's going to fall over, I catch them.
That's pretty amazing.
You know, and we go and we have fun, and because you can live well with Parkinson's. And because of the Parkinson's Support Center, this particular program that my husband's able to do is free because of all of the generosity of lots of people. So we really need the community to support the huge number of people here that have Parkinson's disease, and the Parkinson's Support Center rocks.
How many people would you imagine in the city of Louisville are affected by Parkinson's? Do you know?
I do not know the number.
I'm going to find Erica and ask her that. Erica can spew data like that out like nobody's business.
She will know that number. And I also take advantage of the support that they offer for spouses. I belong to a support group. Right now it's all women, but there's about 40 of us, and we are one wild, crazy bunch. Because we get together once a month and we can talk about all the joys, all the sorrows, and share this journey together. So,
tell me what one of the worst obstacles that you have had to confront personally with your husband's Parkinson's disease has been.
Okay, watching the losses that he experiences. He's a musician, and they noticed it so early because he's a string musician and he had difficulty pressing down the strings. So watching him lose his ability to make a living and to do the thing that gave him joy in his life, which is to play music.
Is he in a band?
He played every kind of music that he could make money at all throughout Louisville since he was 14 years old.
What's his name?
Sonny Prentice.
We know Sonny. And I appreciate the fact that you are so involved in the Parkinson's Support Center and that he's benefiting from it, but that you are too. So what's the first thing that you would say to someone who has just been diagnosed, or whose spouse or partner or significant other or whatever has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease? What would be one of the first pieces of wisdom you might share with them?
I would say find out about the Parkinson's Support Center. Join the support groups, join the exercise programs. You can exercise 7 days a week with this group if you so choose. You can dance, you can do yoga, you can do Tai Chi, you can swim, you can box, but you can also get information and share this journey with other people.
I think that's going to be one of the keys tonight, is listening to the stories of how people have inspired each other. And the groups that you're talking about with all of this support as listed up there on the stage, I mean, we're talking about all the different things that they can do. And man, I'll tell you what, it sounds like you've been a huge recipient of a lot of that.
Yeah, we have.
Thank you so much for taking a minute to talk to us. And please give Sunny our regard, okay?
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm not going to talk to her because she's now got her...
She's got my son now.
Oh, really? Is that your son?
She has my son.
And
they're childhood friends. Not childhood
are
friends,
they?
Young adult friends.
Awesome.
They're no longer children.
Can we talk to you for a minute?
Sure.
Don't leave. I'm going to talk to you too. What's your name, sir?
Brother, how are you? Eric Prentice.
Eric, your dad, your mom was just telling us, your dad, Sonny, has Parkinson's. And how far into his journey is he?
So he was diagnosed in early 2000, but I would say he's probably 20 years in at this point, because he recognized symptoms before I think he was officially diagnosed. As a musician, he has a pretty acute sense of how his fingers and how his body is moving, and so I think his recognition predated even medical science. So.
What was your response when your mom and dad told you what was happening? Had you any idea what Parkinson's disease was and what it could do to a person's body?
Yes, so I'm a scientist by training, and so was familiar with the disease. You don't like to hear that, knowing that, but it's a long course disease by and large. So, was hopeful that there would be things we could do along the way. Have a lot of faith in medical science to make advancements. So, kind of, I don't know, girded up and said, okay, well, let's see what we got to do. Let's make sure that we're living every day as best we can, and let's get to that. So,
how's his progress?
He's done really well. I mean, I think he's been, his course of treatment was initially dopamine agonists, those sorts of things. He started to develop dopamine toxicity, and then underwent deep brain stimulation surgery down at Vanderbilt, and that was a real reset for him, and it's been really great. I think that was done in 2008, so he's 10 years post-surgery. Has had really good quality of life for the majority of that time. So for 20 years in, he's doing really well. My family moved back to town about 4 years ago, so he gets to play with 3 granddaughters and picks them up and plays with them, so I'd say he's doing pretty well.
That's amazing. Thanks for talking to us, and we wish your dad a lot of well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Are you gonna be here for Sunny too?
Yes. Yeah, I'm here for Sunny.
What is your experience with Parkinson's, and what are you going to share with folks that will make them want to be a part of the Parkinson's Support Center and support it?
To be honest, I don't have a lot of experience with Parkinson's disease. My experience and knowledge comes from knowing Joni and primarily from knowing Joni and also from knowing Eric. But I guess what I would say is that anytime that we can support something that is going to support and uplift other people, if I can do that, then I'm going to do that, and I would encourage all of us to do that in whatever way that we can.
Yeah, I think it's the part that's scary is when something hits close to home, and you have a personal relationship with the gentleman that we've been talking about who was diagnosed 20 years ago.
Yes. Yeah. Again, it is more recently because Eric and I knew each other a long time ago and have reconnected. We were in touch, and also Joni now and I know each other better than I did even when I first met them, and so it's
amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for supporting him. Have a good night. So as we move, and yes, I will tag Jeff Gill. Welcome, Mickey Price. Hey, Susie Gafford Bright, Amy Bickelsheimer. Glad that you're here too. And Butch Warner. Gosh, we've got a bunch of great folks who are watching. So I am. Look who this is. This guy is famous.
Famous. Infamous.
Let's get. Hang on a minute. Let's do this. We do stuff like this.
Okay.
Here we are together. So this is Rick Redding, and he is a fabulous podcast host himself. You've got the local eat and drink thing again. Go tell me about it.
Eat Drink Talk's going on. It's about everything dining and drinking in Louisville.
And there's a lot to do.
There's a lot.
How many restaurants do we have now? 500,000?
I have no idea. I'm trying to keep track of the new ones.
I think there's like 30 or 40 just on Frankfurt Avenue, which is near the area that I live.
And you probably didn't know this. I live down there now, too.
Did you move? You're closer to the hood now, huh?
I'm in Clifton.
Wow, that's amazing. So I did my show from the Silver Dollar the other day.
Oh, cool.
Which is an awesome place to
I can walk
eat.
there from my house.
Yeah, that's cool. And can you see Alaska from your house?
No.
No, okay. Sorry, that was an
I'm
old.
not running
that
for
was
president
an
either.
Old joke. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. So we are at the Parkinson's Support Center. Wonderful gala. What's your connection, Rick?
Well, I've done this. I think I came last year and maybe the year before. Always had promoted this event on my show, and
me too.
With Jason Smith and of Gordon Biersch and Paul Toole of Ballatin.
Love them.
Came in and did the Eat Drink Talk show 2 weeks ago, and they were nice enough to invite us to come out.
And Caroline Knopp is the center of all of our universe.
She makes it all happen, and I can't wait to get one of those. What was the drink? It's like blueberry and Ballatin.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know,
a Denim and Diamonds drink.
Paul will tell you. Forgotten
we
or forgiven?
We made one on our show.
Oh yes, that's good.
It was really.
That's good.
Really
okay,
great.
well, we're going to keep talking to folks about this wonderful event, and we're going to listen for you on Eat Drink Talk, which is
Eat Drink Talk.
Aired when?
It's every week. Comes out on Tuesday.
Okay, the new one is going to be released on Tuesday then.
Rusty Satellite Show.
Excellent.
Every week for
Rusty because
256
he
weeks in a
once
row.
had red hair.
One
It's
day.
not quite as red as it used to be, but still, it's good. It's a good name.
It is a good name. My son came up with it.
That is really clever. I'm glad to see you.
Well, good to see you.
Yeah, get out
It's
there
all
and have
fun.
some fun.
I'm
Kick up
going
your
to.
heels on the dance floor tonight.
All right. I'm going to do that.
Oh boy, Rick, so much fun. I got to turn my my camera around again. Hi, Jenny Chappelle. So nice to have you with us this evening. Look at those boots. Those are awesome boots.
We were out here in the rain.
Now, tell me, ma'am, who are you? You look important. Who are you, ma'am?
Yes, my name is Sharon Jetter.
Sharon, what is your job tonight?
My job is just to help and be a helpful smile and just help the guests get to their seats and whatever they need.
You're the hostess with the mostest?
I try to be.
Why is she so shy?
She's not. She's a teacher, so.
You're a teacher?
Yes.
I stand with teachers.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Now will you talk to me?
Okay.
Got you on your good side, didn't I? So tell me a little bit about how you got involved with doing this wonderful event with Parkinson's.
Well, my sister asked me. She helped last year, and so she asked me if I wanted to help, because we do a lot of volunteer work. We're with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and our mission is to help the community, service to all mankind in the community. And so this is just another type of service that we do.
So is this a college sorority, or is it a professional sorority? Come here and stand over here so I can see you, because I'm shooting right into the light here.
It's college related. We're national, of course, and but I'm involved because of Pam. She's putting on one of the people putting on the events. We're friends, and we happen to be sorority sisters. So I just told her whenever she needs like an extra hand, just call me up if I'm not doing anything, because we do a lot of stuff with the sorority too. So if I'm free, I'm happy to help. So I told her if she needs another hand, my sister, she's available too. School's out, school just ended yesterday, and she's like, okay, well, I'll help too. So that's why we're here.
Now, is there a chapter at the University of Louisville?
Yes, there is. The undergrad chapter is Beta Epsilon, and we're part of the
graduate chapter,
which is Eta Omega.
You're not part of the undergraduate chapter. Is that what you're saying?
I just graduated like last year.
Well, I was going to say that you kind of look like it. You definitely have the boots. These are kid boots. These are fun.
My daughter's boots.
Awesome.
Graduated from U of L. So.
Oh my gosh. Graduated your daughter out of U of L, and here you are tonight helping us with the Parkinson's Support Center. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate both of you. Thank you. And have a wonderful summer. You've deserved it.
Okay, thank you.
You've earned it for sure.
Anytime you want some volunteer work, we're here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys in the evening. What a couple of cutie pies, sisters. There is the most fabulous man in the entire world. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a world-famous newsman. He has worked for 840 WHAS for many years. His name is Jerry Bloom, and he's hanging out with a very good-looking man, Mike Duran and Jerry Bloom. How are you tonight, Jerry?
Tara, how are you doing, dear?
I'm very well. I'm just glad to see you here and looking so spiffy.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I took my sport coat off because it's a balmy 80-something out here, and the humidity is about 114%, I think. Just by checking, it's a warm evening, but it's nice and cool under the tent. We have a nice vibe going here, and we're going to get Denim and Diamonds going just momentarily.
What I think is so much fun, I'm going to talk to you, Tom. Tell me, Mike, sorry, you look like a Tom. It's okay.
Hey, that's all right. I've been called worse than that.
Mike, tell me about your involvement with the Parkinson's Support Center.
My involvement involves this man right here, Mr. Bloom. I've known him since we were in kindergarten. And he got us involved a few years ago, and here we are.
I love that.
We love it.
So, Jerry, I've been talking to folks about everything from their involvement as hostesses because somebody asked them to be here, to people who are supporters of a certain person in their lives with Parkinson's, to folks who have Parkinson's themselves. And you fall into that latter group. Would you talk to us a little bit about your journey so far?
Well, it's interesting because I was misdiagnosed for the first almost 2.5 years. They told me I had essential tremors. They had no reason for it, but you have essential tremors. And I went to the neurologist. He basically said in the first 30 seconds that I had Parkinson's disease.
Wow.
So it was a very quick diagnosis. but I was expecting him to go on and say that's not the case. Then that began my involvement with the Parkinson's Support Center, because almost immediately after, my wife Martha got a hold of the person back then who was doing PD 101. That was our initial college course on Parkinson's disease. Wow. And we brought people into the center, sat them down and explained the disease front to back as much as we know about it, and how best to live the best possible life with Parkinson's. I've been involved ever since, and now this year I'm chairman of the board. We're retiring a couple of great board members tonight, and they're wonderful. Everybody that serves this organization is wonderful, Tara, because front to back, top to bottom, it's all about the people with Parkinson's disease. It's not about research, although we're praying for a cure every day. It's not about fundraising. It's about people who are fighting the disease and need a little help.
When you received that diagnosis, Jerry, just describe in a few words what your thoughts and feelings were.
When you get a diagnosis like that, the way it affected me was just a dull silence. It was like the world kind of stopped around me all of a sudden, and I was sitting there thinking, well, I guess this is the beginning of the end. You know, I didn't know what to expect. Then I sat down with a lady by the name of Alina Cook, who was our trainer at the time for PD 101, and she explained to me what her symptoms were, and all of a sudden I didn't feel so bad. Secondarily, she explained to me how she was waging her war against Parkinson's disease, and I began to feel better about it. I began to think, well, I really can live well with Parkinson's disease.
And I've heard several people say that living well with Parkinson's disease. And by the way, Ed Huckleberry says, "Hey, Jerry."
Hey, Ed, how you doing?
Another one of the co-workers at 840 WHAS, and I was privileged to be there for just a few months. I had been hired by you guys just before I got really, really sick with my depression and had to leave and go and seek treatment. And I remember how kind you all were to me, because I was not in good shape when I was working there. So it's kind of cool that I can see you again when I've gotten back into some semblance of my normal self. But I'm very, very glad to see that you are fighting the good fight against Parkinson's.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're broadcasting still on Facebook. You have your own little thing going here, and I'm loving it. And as a fellow colleague, we're always looking for the next opportunity. I want to figure out how to get this guy involved in broadcasting.
You're handsome. You're handsome. That's why you should do it. You're obviously very articulate and intelligent too, but you know, you had me at the pink shirt.
Well, I tell you like the pink shirt?
I love the pink shirt.
My better half picked it out. I can't claim it.
Very good. I like that. So tell me a little bit about what you do for a living, sir.
I am a principal of an elementary school.
Which one?
Eminence Elementary.
I was just talking to a teacher, and I said, I stand with teachers.
Yeah, well, teachers are where it's at, I'm telling you. And it's amazing, Tara, how education has really changed in the last 10 years, and these have done it. Technology.
Don't shake the camera, Tom.
Tom, quit shaking the
I know,
camera.
I'm giving him trouble because he's shaking my camera. So when you got involved with Jerry as a 5 or 6 year old child, which is obviously you guys have known each other for a very long time, had you had any catastrophic illnesses or injuries that took place in your lives that caused you to have to be there for each other?
Well, we've always been there for each other.
Didn't even require catastrophic, huh?
Didn't need to be catastrophic, no. You know, the very strange thing about our relationship, since I've known Jerry since 6 years old, literally, my wife and his wife went to school together, K-12.
Isn't that a riot?
And
did you know that? You had no idea. That is too funny.
And there they are.
Didn't even know that they knew each other.
Yeah.
You were talking about catastrophic things. We both grew up in downtown Louisville. Yep. We went to St. Boniface Elementary School. And, you know, as a second grader, my father dropped dead of a heart attack. Yep. So the community kind of rallied around my family, My friends were there. 18 months later, I had meningitis and barely pulled through that. Again, my friends were there. You see a pattern?
Yeah.
We're going to be friends for life.
Very true. We were.
So let's see. How old are you, Jerry?
I'm 67.
So 62 years of friendship.
62 years of friendship.
That's pretty amazing when you stop to think about it.
Yeah, and we enjoy each other's company still.
What's the biggest thing that bugs you about him?
He's always right.
How about you, Jerry? What does Mike do that just irritates the heck out of you?
This is the man that is the master of nicknames. He's Sparky. We have
He's Pedro.
And we've got a real good friend named Lonnie who's Leroy.
Sparky, Pedro, and where's Leroy? Is he here tonight?
No, Leroy's not here. If he was here, you would know it.
He's the life of the party, huh?
You would know he was here.
I love
Just
that.
vocally, you would know he was here.
So, as the chairman of the Parkinsons Support Center board, Jerry, what are your obligations and what are your duties, so that we know what it is that you have to do with your day? Because I know that you're probably boxing a little bit. At least I did. I got to box down at 4th Street Live. I was pretty excited about that.
It's a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, we actually have a booth set up with our folks, and we are funding this thing with scholarships, and the class just continues to grow because Tara is a person who suffered with some depression issues. Parkinson's people have good days and bad days.
Right.
On the bad days, it's fun to go to TKO and knock the heck out of that bag. And they let you do that, work out some frustrations. But moreover, it builds stamina, it builds flexibility, it builds balance. There's a method to the madness. And we fund that. We fund a lot of different programs. So my day consists of getting the heck out of the way of our executive director, Erica Branch, who does a great job.
We've talked to her already, and she is gearing up. She's worried about the cocktail tent being damaged last night, but everything else looks great. Jerry, thank you for taking the time to talk to her.
Thanks for talking to us. I appreciate it, Tara.
We'll catch you the rest of the evening. All right, they've got the guy who's the auctioneer going, so I'm really excited about the fact that we're going to continue to be able to participate in the silent auction. You can do that by going online. Right now we're going to go over and talk to this fabulous photographer, Tim Valentino. Hi, Tim. Tell us about what you're taking pictures for tonight.
Taking photos for the Parkinsons Association. So apparently they're going on their website.
They're doing a very nice job, and the pictures are going to be up. If you're not here tonight, you're going to see a lot of great still shots that Tim takes a little bit later. And listen carefully, because they're telling you how you can get things taken care of and how you can bid online, which will be a lot of fun. Good to see you, Tim. We'll keep wandering. We'll see if we can find.
Also here for Parkinson's Support Center and Denim and Diamonds.
Look how cute people are in all their different types of denim and their boots. Hey, Francis, how you doing? Hey, Gary, nice to see you. And Sue Knable, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. People are starting to pour in. They've been inside where it's kind of cool, and they decided to brave the heat now, so they're starting to come out onto the beautiful tent area. And if you look around, you'll see how much effort has gone into creating a beautiful evening. And what I pointed out before, and I absolutely love, is the fact that they're projecting the names of the sponsors on the ceiling of the tent. Is that not just the coolest thing ever? It's the Denim and Diamonds Gala celebration to benefit the Parkinsons Support Center. And if anyone you know has Parkinson's, man, these are the people to communicate with, because they offer so many different things to support people who have Parkinson's. It's everything from the exercise programs that they promote, like the boxing, which is done by Chuck Dismang, who is a fabulous boxer and fighter, and he has always been able to kick anybody's butt who's come up and bothered him or his loved ones, which I really love. So he's teaching people how to box, who are dealing with Parkinson's because it has an effect that is amazing. It gives people coordination. It gives them the exercise that they need to be able to keep up with the ravages of this disease. And one of the most important things is continuing to move. I see somebody that I'm going to talk to right now. I'm going to go up and tap him on the back, scare him to death. Hey!
Terrible.
You know he calls me terrible. Is that not the worst thing?
Do you know Tara Bassett?
I'm Tara. It's nice to meet you. Terrible. Hi.
Remember
nice to
Todd
meet you.
Underhill from the movie, the Todd Bowling movie,
Yes,
Freaks, about
yes,
the circus?
yes, I
This
do.
is Colleen Underhill.
I know Colleen and I know Tom.
Do you know Tom Musselman?
No,
Yeah,
I just
good,
said
good.
I know Tom.
Can you airbrush the sweat
I
when
can.
you take the picture?
I can. I'll Photoshop it out.
This is
You
my
call
girl.
me
Tommy.
Well, I used to call you Tommy. I shouldn't do that anymore. I
always call him Tommy.
He's,
I like Tommy.
He's just so good looking. I can't
How's
stand
all
it.
the puppies?
So why don't you talk to me a little bit about? They're fine. Thank you for asking. Why don't you talk to me a little bit about why you're here tonight, Mr. Karam? This is Paul Karam, by the way. He is a world-renowned author. He is big into customer service. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
So talk to me about what it is that you are doing here tonight, Mr. Karam.
I was here, Tarable. The reason I'm here this evening is because I have a really nice pair of boots, and I've really never seen them with a lot of soft, wet mud on them. And that, coupled with the chance to talk to you, I mean, what are you going to say? How are you going to say no to that?
Well, first of all, you're lying because you're not wearing boots. You're wearing wingtips. Those are not boots. These are boots, honey. Those are half boots there.
Okay, those are half boots.
See Mr. Musselman over there? Them's boots. Them's boots.
Interested in Mr. Musselman's shoes.
Okay, so talk to me about why you guys are here tonight. Stand real close together.
We're here because we believe in Barbara's cause. We're here to support, hobnob with the likes of you, and write a check.
Well, there's the part that's the most important, is supporting the Parkinson's Support Center.
It's my turn to ask questions. You're not always the interviewer, Tarable. My question is, how are your puppy dogs?
My puppy dogs are fine. Thank you for asking.
All three?
Well, I'll have to tell you about that later, but we're doing okay.
Uh-oh.
We've moved to the ramp to get into the car for Brady, and we've also moved to stairs to get up on the bed. But we're doing good.
It's all good.
We're all good. We're 8, 10, and 12, and we're doing just fine.
Well, Wilbur is, I think, 64 in human years. He can't hear, he can't see, he can't do anything.
But we love him. We love him.
I want to die and come back as this dog. Believe me.
Is he really Paul's dog, or is he yours?
He's my dog. He's a rescue.
What kind of dog is Wilbur?
He's a pug.
That's a hell of a question. He's a cockroach.
He's a pug, and he's very spoiled,
black
and that's
pug.
what we do to our animals.
How old is he?
He'll be 12 in November.
You would have to figure his age by using the Rosetta Stone.
That's why he's calling him a cockroach. Did you know that ticks also have an amazing ability to survive, just like cockroaches? And if you have ticks on your leg, you could flush them down the toilet and they will come right back up and bite you.
No, I didn't know that.
This is true, and
But I grew up on a farm. I should know that.
I'm telling Paul that, but he's not paying any attention because
Well, I
he's
think-
glad-handing.
I had to shake. I had to do what I do a lot these days at the age of 67. Shake someone's hand that says, "Hi, Paul. I don't know what planet they're from."
Tell us what you're doing nowadays, Paul, besides writing books and becoming famous.
I am going back to whence I came. I have a bank that has made a wonderful proposal to me, and Paul Care Mortgage is reborn.
That's awesome.
And here's why, Tarable, because what you've got in the mortgage business now, you've got the suspender-wearing, spike-headed guy who's trying to gouge you, and you've got the internet mortgage, Rocket Mortgage, and all those gangsters that are really slaughtering people. So here's where you go for your mortgage.
He is in. Guys, you look fantastic.
Is this going to be on the Tarable channel?
You are live, buddy.
I'm a friend of yours on Facebook.
Oh, good. You're live on Facebook. Where else do you have to be live?
Awesome person.
I know.
No, he is.
I know you are.
He is.
I followed you.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you're on my Facebook page.
My wife not only raises dogs, she has killed, slaughtered, murdered 100 moles in her lifetime in our yard.
We need to send Gracie over to help you. She's the best mole dog ever. See you guys later. Well, that was fun. I just gave Paul Karam Mortgage a great big ad. There's the number to call, 648-0434, Paul Karam Mortgage. He is a riot. I love that man. He's been a tremendous friend to me. And I am going to switch hands and put my shoulder bag on my other shoulder. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Francis. Hi, Gary again. So we are at the Parkinsons Support Center Denim and Diamonds Gala Celebration, as you can see by looking up on the ceiling. There's going to be a wonderful and dynamic program here tonight. We've already talked to quite a few of the people who are involved with the Parkinson's Support Center. We've spoken with some people who actually have Parkinson's disease, and we're talking to people who are spouses and supporters and friends to those who have Parkinson's, which is an incredible disease that claims people's lives slowly and painfully. So what we're going to watch now is this guy here who's all hicked out in his cowboy hat, boots, jeans, and yoked shirt. He is ready to rock and roll on the auction. So I'll just talk to him for 1 minute before we get started. Sir, you're live on Facebook. Tell me your name.
Oh, great. Sean Loxton. I'm the auctioneer tonight with the Logston Group.
Awesome. So tell me what you're going to be auctioning off, Sean.
Oh, we've got some awesome packages. We've got some Hamilton tickets and an experience, and then we've got a couple trips to Orange Beach, so Floribama. So some really exciting trips there, too. So, and those Hamilton tickets. So a lot of great items. And then the silent auction's been going on all night, so people's been bidding on that. And then we've got a wonderful opportunity where people can just give out of the bottom of their heart. They don't get anything in return other than knowing that they're helping Parkinson's Support Center tonight make a big difference. So hopefully,
I love that.
Yeah, hopefully we can get everybody to understand how important it is. If everybody here tonight just gave $20 tonight, we could raise a lot of money. And if we could give a commitment of $20 a month from everybody here tonight, we could raise almost $70,000. So
no wonder you're an auctioneer.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
You got me sold.
Yeah, 20, get a bomb high, about 30, get a bomb high, about 30,000. So hopefully we raise a lot of money tonight.
This is the viewpoint from Sean Logston's point of view. And what do you think? There's 600 or so people here tonight?
There's probably closer to 400, but,
yeah.
But it's a really sold out crowd. The weather's cooperative. We're outside under the tent. It's a beautiful, beautiful night, definitely, and we've got a really great crowd here.
Well, I love the fact that you're here. Thank you so much for taking the time to be a wonderful auctioneer for us, Sean.
I'm glad to be a part of it. It's such a great organization. They do so much in this community, so we're glad to be here. Thanks so much.
Get out there and get some money for us. This is going to be fun. Tim Valentino, ladies and gentlemen.
Once again, at this time, if you can kindly start making your way.
I gotta find my table. I have no idea where I'm supposed to sit. Let me find out. Oh, you know why? It's because I jumped the line. I totally jumped the line. Let me see if I can find out from one of these lovely ladies who are helping people. They're probably going to say, we don't have a seat for you, ma'am. So let's find out. Hi, I'm coming back to ask you if you know what table I'm supposed to sit at.
So, what's your name or like what group are you with?
I'm not with a group. I'm just here because Caroline Knopp said I could have a seat, but I bet you have no idea where I sit, do you?
I don't, but Lauren just went in.
I'm going to go and find Lauren.
She's doing a sweep to get everybody out here, so yes, she'll be able to help you.
I'll find out. Thank you so much, Alpha Kappa something.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority.
Alpha Kappa Alpha. I should be able to remember that. That's a simple one. Thank you. AKA. Got it. All right, we're going to walk through the mud. It's a little wet, but it's not bad. It could be a whole lot worse. Here comes some more people in denim. This gives everybody a chance who didn't see it on the way in to see this incredible mirrored boot, which everybody should have the opportunity to pose and have a picture taken with. Whoops, watch your step there. It's a little crazy. Okay, so I have to go back inside to find out where I'm supposed to sit because I'm starving and I don't know where my chair is. I'm trying to find my chair. I don't know where my seat is. So, Lauren, are you Lauren?
No, I'm actually Cordelia.
Cordelia, will you tell me where I'm supposed to sit?
I would be happy to.
My name is Tara Bassett. Caroline Knopp told me to come and do my Facebook Live, and she promised to feed me in exchange.
Oh, thanks. That's exciting. Well, you know what? I'm going to take you straight to registration.
Oh, let's go to registration. Because, see, I jumped the line. That's what I did. I jumped the line so I could, hey, good, I just talked to your brother out there, Bill.
Yeah, well,
Nice to see you.
I've got other brothers, don't worry.
Well, I know, but you guys are the good-looking ones. That's Billy Musselman, ladies and gentlemen, who is also one of the famous clan of Musselmans.
Lauren right there.
That's Lauren? Lauren, you're the woman with the power. I jumped the line earlier, and you know I did, because you guys watched me do this, but I don't know where I'm supposed to sit. You think there's a seat for me?
Oh, there's definitely a seat for you.
Caroline Knopp promised if I came out and did a live cast that you'd feed me.
Oh, definitely. We would definitely feed you.
Okay, where am I supposed to sit? And don't tell me it's with Jerry Bloom, because he will monopolize the entire conversation. Bassett, Bassett. First name is Tara.
You're at table number 29.
Table, is that out here in the backyard, like far away from the party? They don't know how to take me is the problem. I think it's over here by the portalets, right?
No, you're close to the bar.
Oh, well, that's a good place for me. Okay, what was the table again?
29.
29. I'm going to go look for it. Thanks, ladies. You have fun tonight, too. Hi, sweetie pie. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Hugs.
Hugs.
Table number 29. They just told me I'm at 29.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Okay, well, I was going to tell you something that I'm not going to put on there. But it's a lovely night at Locust Grove, so here we are.
Tell me what your role is in tonight's event.
I am, of course, honorary Musselman. I'm here because of Barbara and Tom, and we come every year to support this because it's for a very good cause.
All right, I'm going to take the mic away, and I'm going to put the camera on this lovely lady, Cordelia, and you can tell me what you want to tell me. I love it. Cordelia, thank you for helping me find a table. Table 29. It's a good one. Thank you. These poor people. They're like, what in the hell is wrong with her? Let me just show you some of these silent auction items, because honestly, they're really cool. Look at that. An Exacta package. 6 admission tickets and free programs for a day at the Downs. And obviously, you can become a part of the Kentucky Derby Museum experience, too. French Lick Resort gift. Infinite Bliss, University of Louisville. Wow. I tell you what, it looks like these things were out in the rain. Uh-oh, I think that's what happened. They got wet when it rained. That stinks. Vein treatment. I'm starting to need that, man. Louisville Orchestra passes. Horseshoe Casino. These are all awesome. I mean, these are what people have been bidding on, and hopefully you've been bidding on online. You can do that at parkinsonsupport.org. parkinsonscenter.org. Let me get that straight for sure. parkinsonscenter.org. And these are the these are huge. This is going to be so cool. So, Billy, tell me a little bit about why you're here tonight, would you?
Well, we have friends that are suffering from this terrible disease and need support, obviously. And it's such a great event, and it's devastating to so many families, but you have giving people that are really working diligently to try to solve this problem for many millions of people. So that's why I'm here, and I'm enjoying it, and hope I can do a lot.
I miss KT's.
Well, imagine. you know where you can get the queso.
At Lemieux?
No, well, they stopped it, but Cunningham's on the river has the
Oh,
same.
Cunningham's has the queso.
Yeah, it's wonderful. They got our recipes.
I love Cunningham's now. I'm going down there to get some queso.
Okay, all right, good to see you, girlfriend.
Billy Musselman is one of the great ones in the business of Louisville restauranting and has been for many, many years. So thanks for being here tonight, all of you guys. So let's talk about some of these wonderful auction items. Man, I'm telling you what, I would love to be able to go to the Champagne region of France. Even though I don't drink, it would be a delight. The 4-star San Francisco on Wine Country Escape. 10 days in Greece and the Greek islands. That is so cool. The Amalfi Coast of Italy. These are great trips. James Bond's Secret Hideaways. 9 days of adventure in the Swiss Alps in Zurich. How cool is that? already done this, been there, done that. I went to Ireland. I stayed in castles. I had an absolute blast. It was the most wonderful, wonderful trip. Take an Alaska cruise. My parents did. They loved it. They went right through the calving of the icebergs, which they said was truly one of the experiences you've got to have on your bucket list. Costa Rica, of course, that's where we can find some Jurassic Park people. And Tuscany, I love it. So look at all those things that we have. This is so cool. I'm going to head out now to the outdoor area since I know now where I'm supposed to sit, which is table 29. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Pamela Broadus.
Pamela,
Events.
thank you so much for having a splendid event.
Thank you. Thank you.
What kind of organizations do you serve besides nonprofits, Pamela?
We do weddings. We do corporate events. Nonprofits is our biggest book. We work with Parkinsons, of course, Brain Injury Alliance of Kentucky, Kids Center for Pediatric Therapies. We do all types of weddings and major events around Louisville.
All right, I've met two of your AKA sisters.
I am an AKA. Yeah.
Well, they were out there greeting and doing an absolutely outstanding job. And when they said Pam asked us to do this, I knew it was you.
How sweet. How sweet. They're volunteers. Is that amazing? Yes. We did a big derby gala at the New Omni this year, so we're excited about that for the Louisville Urban League.
Yeah.
So wonderful.
Sadiqa.
She's
awesome. She knows where to hire good people.
She does.
She's the best.
Time with her.
I love it. Well, I'm so glad that you were part of that and that you're part of this tonight too. Pam, that's a pretty awesome job that she's got, going out and doing special events for people, because how much fun is it to be able to spend evenings watching people spend money to help good causes. And I love that. It's just amazing. Uh-oh, we got a problem and she's going to solve it. A spotlight shining directly on a table, and Pam Broadus is going to be the solution. So I get table 29. Now I have to find it. So glad I did not dress up for this thing. My God, I think I would have died if I had. But instead, and when I'm sitting at the table before the auction starts, hi Brad, glad that you're with us tonight. 29, that's 17, that's 20. I asked them to put me in the back so I would have a little bit of room to shoot. So I'm hoping that's what happened, because I don't want to be shooting in front of people or over people. So, let's see, 27. There's 29. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn around. Saved. Mine. I'm 29.
Well, you're 29.
Can I sit here with you? It's my seat. They're telling me it's my seat. I will get all kinds of stuff. This is so awesome. So,
yes, they'll happily bring you whatever you need.
Tell me who you are, ma'am. You're such a delightful.
It's Martha Garrett.
Hi, Martha. Is this your other half here?
It is. Tom Garrett.
Tom and Martha. So tell me why you're here tonight.
Well, we're here because our son, Tony, is actually highlighted on one of these cards. And so Tony's brother and his wife are here also. I forgot the camera. We're very excited for him.
We're live on Facebook, so I'm really glad that we were able to share that, because I love people to be able to see exactly what it is. Hi, how are you doing, Tony? I'm going to walk over here because I have a microphone and I want to be able to hear you. You look like you are dressed for a beautiful summer night, and it is such a hot evening here at Locust Grove. How are you doing with the heat?
I'm doing good. My brother bought me this outfit about a month ago for the gala. So
look, it's so special. You've got the linen and
I'm set up.
Tony, would you share a couple of things with me about dealing with Parkinson's? And hang on a minute. Can I have your seat for a few minutes?
Go ahead.
I want to talk to you about dealing with Parkinson's, because a lot of people are not familiar with the disease. They're not quite sure what it is that you have to go through to live with it. And this is the biggest fundraiser of the year for the Parkinson's Support Center. So I'd love to give people a little education, if you wouldn't mind.
My best advice is attitude, and be humble by it, and you'll cope with it a lot better. You know.
What's the hardest part for you, Tony?
Rigidity. I get a lot of muscle cramps, and
I feel like I'm a concrete statue a lot, and it forces me to feel like I have to break out of it and loosen up. Like I wake up many times a night and just have to loosen up. My tremor is a lot with my mood, and so that's really the reason why I tell people, you know, your thought process to be positive, because it makes a big difference.
So that's amazing. So what you're basically saying is whatever kind of frame of mind you're in, it's going to have an impact on your body.
With Parkinson's, for sure, because my tremors get so much worse if I'm not in a decent mood. And I've almost, over the years, said, okay, almost rewired my brain to be a positive person, you know.
What was your life like before Parkinson's, Tony?
I worked for the Evansville School Corporation in maintenance right out of high school. I had 16 years seniority in and got diagnosed when I was early 30s.
I wiped an ant off you. It might have gone in your pocket.
It's okay. It can stay there.
We will not harm the little ants of the... Oh, no, I got it. It's still on you. Ah!
It's all right.
Okay, I got it that time. I'm trying to get an ant off of this shirt. Oh, my God, they're going to start now.
Denim and Diamonds.
Thank you for talking to us.
No problem.
It's going to get really loud, so...
program planned for you tonight. Of course, the salads are currently being served, so enjoy your salad. We'll get started with tonight's program around.
So are you trying to you're trying to see what we're doing? Put in my name, Tara.
I want to give a big round of applause to all of our Denim and Diamond volunteers tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can give a big round of applause
I can't
to all of our Denim and Diamond volunteers that helped make this night
Here, we got
possible.
to spell my name. This is going to be the big
That includes the committee members,
Bassett.
the awesome, or should I say splendid events that helped put this event together and organize this year's Denim and Diamonds. Also want to remind guests about the We Do process. As you checked in tonight, I'm sure you got a text message alert of all the silent auction items. Those items will remain open for your bidding convenience until 9 o'clock tonight. So you're welcome to check back on the silent auction items throughout the evening. At 9 o'clock tonight, the silent auction items will close. So you can follow along on your phone tonight. No reason to be outbid tonight. So follow along on the We Do. Check out.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Max. Nice to see you guys. Hi, Ian. Nice to see you too. I tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to put this on a tripod so I can just sit here and eat a little bit, and you can hear the details. Okay.
Tonight is U.S. World Mids. If we can give it up for U.S. World Mids. Our diamond sponsors tonight are Eddie and Barbara Nichols. Thank you so much. Our platinum sponsors, Paul Musselman Foundation, Zenobian, Brandage Jewelers, and Proactive Worldwide. Our denim sponsors, Lundbeck, Acadia, Medtronic, Global Podiatry, and Republic Bank. So once again, let's give it up for all of our sponsors tonight that help make this night possible. Ladies and gentlemen, once again at this time, please enjoy your dinner. We'll be back up on stage around 8 o'clock tonight and get things kicked off with tonight's program. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to make supporting Parkinson's Support Center Kentucky a priority in your lives here tonight. Thank you.
You're still live. I just wanted to be sure he told you about his Facebook page.
Well, I want you to tell me a little bit, because it's hard for Tony to talk to me with all that's going on here. It's hard for me to hear him, and it may be hard for him to hear me. So you're his mama, and I want to hear from your point of view what it is that has been the most difficult thing about dealing with Tony's Parkinson's as a member of his family.
Watching him slowly give up so many things that were important to him, a part of his independence. He's also dealt a lot with hallucinations. That's been really hard to watch because they are tormenting to him. He's been on the only drug approved for hallucinations and delusions with Parkinson's, and it is helping him a lot. So what keeps him going is his Facebook page. He tries to encourage people. And I'm not here to be a promoter of it, but I want
You can promote it. Go right ahead. This is a wonderful thing.
Okay, well, it'd just be Tony Garrett, and then they'd look up My Journey PD Little Anthony. And it's on this paper, but I don't know if you can see it. The link.
It's Tony Garrity, OPD, at My Journey PD. What does PDILENTNEE mean?
The PD is for Parkinson's, and then his internet name is Little Anthony.
Little Anthony, I got it. Okay, for Tony, that's pretty cute. So what does he put on his Facebook page, Mama?
He puts his personal journey, so he puts a lot of things he's going through, and he puts studies and things that he sees happening in the Parkinson's world. He just tries to be involved with people.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
So who are the people at this table? Did you buy a whole table, or are you just here on tickets?
Actually, neither. We are here with this good man who is let me tell you, his company is one of the sponsors here, and it's a Biv, and he sponsored this table, and he said that drug it's actually a device, like a pump, that would pump the levodopa into people with Parkinson's, the dopamine, on a regular basis where they wouldn't have to take a lot of pills, which I thought was fascinating.
That's absolutely amazing. So is that now the drug of choice for Parkinson's, whatever this is called?
I can't say because I just heard about it tonight.
How many different medications? You said you didn't know if it was actually an administration, but what I'd love to know is how many drugs does a typical patient with Parkinson's have to take each day?
There's so many different symptoms that go with it, and supplements. I think Tony probably takes, this is just my son, he probably takes 20 different medications a day. And some of the Parkinson's medications he takes several times a day. So,
what are some of the other things that are side effects or co-occurring diseases with the Parkinson's that he's taking that many medications?
A lot of fatigue, a lot of, I already mentioned the hallucinations and dealings like that, cognitive issues. And then there's a lot of pain. He has dystonia and stiffness and tremors. I would say the majority of his meds are supplements because he wants to be as healthy as he can be. I don't know if it's half-half, supplements and
wow,
RXs.
That's pretty amazing. How has his dad been able to deal with this situation? I mean, it's got to be a shock to a man's system when his son is diagnosed
in his late teens. Wasn't diagnosed until his 30s. So I'm going to let his dad answer that question.
His dad may be too busy talking to his other friends over there to be involved in it. That's his seventh son. I love it. So how many kids do you have in the family?
The two boys, and they're 14 months apart. And then Tony has a daughter who is 14 years old.
And how is she handling this?
It's hard, but she's handling it well. She's probably his number one supporter.
Well, and I understand that the Parkinson's Support Center not only supports the people who have it, but also the people who are living with the people who have it.
Exactly.
So talk to me a little bit if you have taken advantage of any of those programs.
Tony and I just went to a symposium, and it's brought up in the brochure in Evansville about living with Parkinson's, and it was awesome.
What are some of the key things that you've learned about living with Parkinson's? How can you help yourself and the person who has it?
Learning how important it was to have exercise and physical therapy and to be on enough meds that handle, whether it be depression or fatigue. We learned so much at that symposium. It was awesome. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. And Pam, we want to welcome you to the show too. We're going to be watching folks throughout the evening who have been a huge part of the success of the Parkinson's Support Center Denim and Diamonds Gala Celebration. You're welcome, Pam. Thank you so much. We're going to actually have an opportunity to eat dinner, God willing, because I'm starving to death now. And Then we're going to see some items that are going to be auctioned, and I'm imagining. Do we know who the speaker is
Tonight, no.
Is there a speaker?
I think there will be somebody that does the auctioning part for us.
Because I remember John Bauman was here a couple of years ago, and he's just fantastic. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so I will just share with you guys a few more minutes while we're waiting. I think they're going to bring salads out and other meals. So we'll wait until that comes out. Woo, those spotlights are a little bit bright, aren't they? Yeah, they really are. So, as we move through the crowd in search of some more victims to interview, which I would absolutely love to do. Ma'am, you look like you're having fun. Will you talk to me on Facebook Live?
Sure.
Tell me what your name is and what you're doing here tonight with the Parkinsons Support Center.
Hi, I'm Twanda Owsley, and I'm a good friend of Erica Branch, who's the executive director at the Parkinsons. Happy to be here to support Erica and the Parkinsons.
And you're getting food and beverages in the process.
Yes, and the signature drink is amazing.
What do they call it?
It's called Forever Blue Jeans.
Forever Blue Jeans. That is so cute. So you want to tell? We're up and going. Yay! This is perfect. Okay, so here we are. This lady is so funny because she's reading my Facebook page. And she's telling people what I do. I love it. You're going to be able to watch yourself and see this whole thing a little bit later. So I have my own Facebook Live show, and it's called Take It From Tara. But I do additional shows throughout the week, and this is a live cast of the Denim and Diamonds Gala. So that's what I do, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and I also have a Puppy Pack Adventures podcast. Do you like dogs?
I love podcasts, and I have a golden retriever.
Well,
and they love dogs. Tell us about your podcast.
Well, you're going to interview me now, aren't you?
Well, I want the details.
Puppy Pack Adventures. She's so cute. She's so enthusiastic about everything.
P-A-C-K.
Puppy Pack, yep, Adventures. And they're 5 minutes long, so you'll never get tired of watching.
Podcasts are my life, really.
So who are these folks over here? Is this your other daughter and son?
It is my daughter-in-law and Tony's brother. Yes, that's my son. And they have been hiding from this camera. I don't know why.
That's okay. You're the front woman. You're the front woman.
I need to talk to you now.
Come here, husband.
Tara.
She is the cutest thing. I need to get her as my professional PR person because she is just the cutest thing. She's enthusiastic and she's just promoting like crazy. And your husband does not want to talk on camera.
He didn't know you were trying to get him.
He is too funny. Okay, so now we're going to talk to you, Sweet Pea.
Okay.
I'm going to turn this around and we're going to just together. What do you think? Okay,
all right.
There we go. So
Okay.
Here we are. So tell me your name
Tom Garrett.
and what's your affiliation with the Parkinsons Center?
I have a son that has Parkinson's.
Was that Tony?
Tony.
Yeah, we were just talking to Tony a few minutes ago. How's he doing?
He's doing a lot better now that he's home with his mother.
So when he was not at home,
Well, I shouldn't say that. He was just needed some help, and it's hard to do. It's hard for a young woman or anybody to try to take care of somebody with Parkinson's. It's just real tough. So.
well, his mom
No
is
blame.
able to do it without even thinking twice, I'm sure.
Yes, there's problems, but anyway, a mother's love is nothing like anybody else's love. I
And a
think.
dad's love.
Right. So anyway, we're going to get him back on his feet and get him back out in the world.
I love that. Good for you. I'm so glad that you guys are here tonight celebrating and just enjoying being with everybody else that you know who loves you.
This gentleman here next to us, he got it when he was 62 and he's 65, and it's hit him pretty hard. It's a super nice guy from Kentucky. But anyway, just meeting other people with it, and Tony was so young when he got it. And
How old was he when he was first diagnosed?
I don't know. 30 probably.
Oh, that is
And
long.
Maybe before then.
Wow.
You know how some diseases, it takes a while to he went to Vanderbilt, went to a few places, really didn't know. Then finally went to a neurologist, and his hand was shaking, and they figured it out. So anyway, just been a long road, but we're getting through it.
I'm glad. Thank you for taking time to talk to us. We appreciate it.
Now, the other lady, the one girl that, see where the gentleman's sitting down there right now in a black shirt?
I do.
The lady, there's a young lady sitting there. She got it when she was 13 years old.
So the woman with the blonde hair.
No, she's not sitting there right now.
Okay, she's not
will
there.
Probably walk by here shortly. No,
Getting it at 13, that's pretty rare, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't think she might be in her 35 or so now.
That's a long time to live. Oh, there she is. Wow, that's amazing.
So you can read about her there. But she's sitting over there when she comes and sits there.
That's one of the reasons that so many people are here tonight. Just for someone who was diagnosed with Parkinson's at the age of 13, having determined that something was going on when she was 11. It's absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to see if I can talk to this lovely young lady right here. That lovely young lady. Hello, lovely young lady and gentlemen. Would I be able to talk to you for just a minute on Facebook Live? Tell me your name, sir.
Elra McKinney.
And you are someone, I understand, from my neighbor across the table here who is living with Parkinson's.
I am.
Tell me what time in your life you were diagnosed.
Well, I was diagnosed at 62 years old.
62 years old, and how old are you now?
I'm 64.
So it's been a fast 2 years, hasn't it?
It is.
I'm going to ask your wife a question, too. Is this your wife or your girlfriend?
My daughter right there.
Your girlfriend, daughter? Your wife's over here. Okay. And you got a daughter here. So can I talk to your daughter for a minute? Is that okay with you?
You can.
I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to talk to your daughter about you, but I promise not to say anything bad.
All right, that'll work.
You look very spiffy in your Western wear tonight, I have to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what is your name, ma'am?
Jamelia McKinney.
So, Jamelia, talk to me a little bit about your dad. It's very hard to hear him in this crowd. So, tell me his name. And he said he had Parkinson's for 2 years since diagnosis. Talk to me about this journey.
It's been a long journey. It's been a roller coaster, very educational. But I feel like we have a really good doctor, Dr. Phillips, right now with Norton Hospital. So,
what's your name?
Jamelia.
And so are you, at this point in your life, involved in the full-time care of your dad with your mother, or is this something that you've just kind of had to chip in and do what you can?
Definitely full-time, try to help out. Yes, ma'am.
It must take a tremendous amount of psychic energy as well as just the physical output of energy to help someone who has this debilitating a disease.
It really does, yes, and you have to have patience. And again, stay informed on top of everything, all new treatments, therapies, things like that.
So what kind of treatment is your dad experiencing right now that is helping him the most?
Physical therapy, and also he went through the LOUD program as well.
Now what is that?
The LOUD program is basically, it helps you strengthen your voice. And you go through a series of 12 weeks or so and just trying to build up your voice. So you can speak louder.
What is it about Parkinson's that takes the voice away? Is it just the lack of the strength in the throat muscles?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
And the LOUD program is helping to redevelop that strength?
Definitely, yeah.
What's the deal with boxing? Everybody's talking about boxing tonight.
Oh, boxing, it's definitely a therapy that helps out with the Parkinson's patients, yes. Wow. And anybody can do it no matter what level.
Have you boxed yet?
No, not yet.
I boxed with Chuck Dismang down at one of the fundraisers, and somebody promised that they would take pictures of it, but haven't seen it.
No, not yet. Yes.
I hope you.
We did box. It was at one of the Norton's retreats.
Well, I hope your dad knocks him out because he is a tough. Appreciate you for taking time to talk to us, and thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you, and we wish you the best on your journey.
Thank you very much.
All right, hang in there. And his beautiful wife did not want to talk on camera, and that's okay. I've got my hotspot going, folks, but sometimes even it's dropping out, which is a little bit hard to believe because it's such an amazing event. I am going to sign off and eat dinner. I think we've brought you a lot of great information tonight about the Parkinsons Support Center. They're going to have an amazing auction, and I know that 1 million people are going to be bidding on these items, but there are some tremendous trips. And then they're going to have dancing. Wining, dining, dancing, and spending money to benefit the Parkinsons Support Center. That's what this night is all about, and we really appreciate all of you for watching it, and spread the word if you would. Share this live cast. A guy was just trying to step around me so he wouldn't block the shot. That was so considerate of him. So share this post so you have the opportunity to share information about Parkinson's. The Parkinsons Support Center in Louisville is just amazing, as you've heard all these people talking about. And so I'm very proud to be a part of it. Caroline Knopp, thanks for inviting me to the dinner tonight. Denim and Diamonds Gala celebration, and it will continue to be a gala for sure. So I'll be hanging out for a while and then heading home to the puppy pack. Hope you guys have the beginning of a wonderful evening. Good night.